I'm Armac Commissioner Chris Graham. Our 15-member institutions continue to bring you free Armac Network webcasts. Our goal is to deliver quality video to promote the performances and achievements of our student athletes. The promotion, production, and delivery of these events requires funding. While regular season webcasting remains free, beginning this year, our league shall charge a nominal fee for viewers of our championships and tournaments. Please follow the information below, including Huddle and Armac Network contacts should you need any assistance in the postseason. Thank you for supporting the Armac Network.
Hello and welcome, and thank you for joining us today for this wonderful women's soccer matchup in the Armac Conference. Today we've got a great showdown for you featuring the number 24 University of Colorado, Colorado Springs, and the Westminster University Griffins. We're almost underway, so without further ado, let's jump right to it. Pretty good. Okay, good. Thank you so much for joining us once again. Fantastic matchup for you on deck today. It's going to be tough to upstage that men's soccer showdown that we just 3-2 win for the Mountain Lions. But I think we've got some fireworks coming up for you as well for this women's soccer matchup. Number 24, University of Colorado, Colorado Springs hosts Westminster University. Great showdown. Both teams look to gain 3 points to climb up the Armac standings. UCCS enters the match with a 6-1-1 a 6-1-1 conference record compared to a 3-3-2 conference record for the Griffins of Westminster University. We've got about 6 women's soccer matches going on around the Armac today. We got a couple scores already rolling in. Western Colorado toppled Black Hill State 2-0 earlier this morning, but the big result here, Colorado State University Pueblo upsets the number 6 Colorado Mesa. So that sets a great stage for this game today. UCCS, one of 3 ranked squads within Armac women's soccer, following last week's national rankings from the United Soccer Coaches. UCCS, as I mentioned, ranked number 24, Colorado Mesa ranked number 6, and Colorado School of Mines ranked number 18. So we're approaching the end of the regular season, and this should be a fantastic game for you here today. As you see, we've got UCCS huddled up, making their last and final preparations for the match before taking the field. We've got Westminster lined up. Looks to be a 4-3-3 for the Griffins of Westminster University. Heavy midfield for the Mountain Lions. Always fun to watch the Mountain Lions play, build out from the midfield. Let's go through starters for you really quick. So I pull those up on my end. We are underway though. Referee gives his whistle and we're off. Bear with as I'm grabbing my bearings before we get going, but UCCS collects the ball in their back line, builds it out once again into that strong midfield of theirs. Brings it up the left-hand side to Captain Fee Steinberg, Mountain Lions looking to build this attack from the back out into the midfield and press the Griffins to walk away with this win, but Westminster, no gimme game here. The Griffins are constantly pressing teams, and and capturing 3 points to climb up the standings as we approach the end of the year. Starting for the Griffins. Today, Jakeman, number 0 in goal. Brighton Jakeman, that is. We've got number 5, Sophia DiGeronimo. Number 8, Caroline Boyden. Number 10, Cassidy Orr. Number 13, Olivia Preston. Number 18, Addison Fulmer. Number 19, Emma Geigs. Number 21, Hannah Holmstead. Number 28, Sage Scott. Number 29, Luca Biggs. And number 32, Alex Hoffman. So that's your starting 11 for the Griffins of Westminster University. Let's take it over to University of Colorado, Colorado Springs. We'll grab their starting lineup as well. But we'll start from the goalkeeper. That's Isabella Whitmore with the start in the net for the Mountain Lions, number 24 ranked Mountain Lions. Jade Kinsey, a defender from Colorado Springs. Number 5, Abby Barheit, a redshirt junior defender from Monument, Colorado. Number 6, Fie Steinberg, a junior midfielder from Odense, Denmark. Number 7, Taylin Levi. It's a freshman midfielder from Colorado Springs, homegrown product. Number 8, Emily Aguilar. That's a sophomore midfielder from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Number 11, Lizzie Jarajeski, a sophomore defender from Great Falls, Montana. Number 13, Jessica Rockwell, sophomore forward from Fort Collins, Colorado. Number 16, Anna Vince, a sophomore midfielder from York, United Kingdom. Number 18, Nanea Wong Yuen, a redshirt freshman defender from Hilo, Hawaii. And wrapping us up, we've got number 21, Michaela Merlo, a redshirt junior midfielder from Broomfield, Colorado. So that's your starting lineups for each side. As you see here on your screen, you've got Westminster University starting an attack from their back line. They bring it over to number 8. Caroline Boyden. Boyden takes a throw in. Quick one to Cassidy Orr. That's poked away by Fie Steinberg, giving another throw in for the Griffins. Cassidy Orr once again puts the ball back on the carpet. The UCCS does a great job of poking that one away as well. Up the field, forcing a throw in for the Mountain Lions. Emily Aguilar back to Steinberg. Steenberg, excuse me. The Griffins regain possession, move the ball up the left-hand side of their attack. Abby Barheit, though, with the strong defense, gains the ball back for the Mountain Lions into the midfield for Emily Aguilar, who holds the ball, pushes it back to her back line, helping the ranked Mountain Lions just kind of toy with the ball on the back line here. Looking to stretch this defense, or stretch this Griffins team to open up some possessions in the midfield and build out. Once again, UCCS does a fantastic job of switching this field here. Pressing high with their defense. Steenberg with the ball up the left-hand side, dishes it out to Jessica Rockwell, who's turned around, drops the ball back to Michaela Merlo, who drops the ball once more to Jade Kinsey on the back line before switching the field. Unfortunate pass, though, by Kinsey. That goes out of bounds. That's going to be a throw-in for the Griffins on the far side of the field. Griffins put that ball back into play, but UCCS makes quick work of it and takes possession once again. Checking into this game, we've got some teams within the Armac with 15 matches played on the year. That's not just conference play, that's overall this year. But entering today, Nisi Gubler for Westminster, currently sitting at number 3 in the Armac for shots taken. Or excuse me, for shots per game with 3.15. Cassidy Orr ranked tied for 7th in the league with 12 points a game. That's .92 averaging per game. See here the Mountain Lions finally approaching the final third of the field, looking to put a slicing ball into the box, but unfortunate there for UCCS, unable to connect. That leads to a goal kick for Westminster. It's Westminster keeper Bryden Jakeman dishes it out to Alex Hoffman, who sends it up the field. Cassidy Orr looks to gain the ball back, but that stingy UCCS defense grabs control once more. Mountain Lions look to press up the right-hand side of the field. Westminster stops that attack as quick as it started. Griffins maintain or regain control, but give the ball up quickly after. In the midfield for UCCS, Steenberg grabs the ball from the left-hand side, pushes back into the middle of the field before dishing it out to the left-hand side to Emily Aguilar, who loses it. Great defense by Hannah Homestead of Westminster. Sends the ball back into the middle of the field. Mountain Lions again, grabbing control, trying to push it out to their outside midfielders to press into the box from up high, but no luck so far. Some slight wind on the field today. A beautiful day here out in Colorado Springs. As I mentioned, lovely Mountain Lion Stadium on the campus of University of Colorado, Colorado Springs. We appreciate you for joining us today. UCCS thought they had that throw in, but officials are going to give that one to Westminster here for a throw in to be taken by Addison Fulmer. Fulmer looks for a long attempt, but that's stolen by Taylon Levi of UCCS. What a pass, great look. Onto the far right-hand side of the field. Westminster puts 2 defenders on the ball there, though. Forces a corner kick for the Mountain Lions. Appears to be Nanea Wang Yuan heading over to take that corner kick. As the Mountain Lions line up on the back end of the 18. Nanea stepping up to take this with her left foot. Puts it into the middle of the box, but that is cleared by Westminster. Cassidy Orr UCCS regains control, though, in that attacking third, but it's cleared once again by Westminster's defense. Strong defensive outing so far in this opening 11 minutes by the Griffins. Mountain Lions collected again. Mountain attack, Michaela Merlot to Jade Kinsey. Takes a couple touches before dishing it out to the right-hand side of the field. Levi to Kinsey. Kinsey to UN. And a bright idea from UN. Fortunately, no one there to receive that ball in to the box. That'll go out for a goal kick. Oh, excuse me. That'll be saved before it goes out for a goal kick. Jakeman lobbying to just roll that one out and start the attack for the Griffins on the far end of the pitch. UCCS once again grabs control in the middle third of the field. Strong defense by the Griffins, but a strong midfield presence today for the Mountain Lions as they look to switch the ball back and forth on the back line to force this Griffins team to move and possibly open up some opportunities for the ranked Mountain Lions. They'll play on the far touchline before dropping it back once more. Merlot with space. Jarajeski, oh, excuse me. Aguilar is dispossessed by Westminster's defense. The Griffins clear back to the back line of UCCS. That'll be a throw in for the Griffins. Mountain Lions thought they had it. Oh, it appears change of direction by the center official. Be a throw in for the Mountain Lions, who lobby to put the ball back into play quickly. Westminster presses them though. We've got a sub already for the Griffins.
Checking in for the Griffins, number 4, Cassidy Jackson.
Sage Stott leaves the game. Cassidy Jackson, number 4, steps into the game for the Griffins. So quick change within the first 14 minutes of play here. The Mountain Lions once again get control of the ball. UN pushes her second attempt up the left touchline. Once again, Mountain Lions unable to connect there. That'll go out for a goal kick for the Griffins. Jakeman takes a quick goal kick to Alex Hoffman, who pushes it up the field. UCCS maintains control, or regains control here rather. Just moving the ball once again, Jade Kinsey. Taylon Levi, Kinsey, UN. Into the midfield. Nothing doing. Nice clearance by Westminster's Hannah Homestead. Up to Cassidy Jackson, who gets her first touches of the day for the Griffins. UCCS playing in the midfield once more, slowing the ball down, dropping it back. Here within the 16th minute of action. Kinsey once more. UN. Back to Kinsey. Into the midfield. To Anna Vince. Vince with a defender on her back, drops it back for the Mountain Lions. That'll go out for a throw-in for the Griffins. Addison Fulmer taking that for Westminster. Nice throw-in. Westminster able to maintain control here. Pushes into the center of the field. Defender on her back, and that'll be a foul for the Griffins. Looks like a little ways back before the ball into the center of the field. So Alex Hoffman will take this one. We'll go on to the far side of the pitch. She'll look to play a ball into the attacking third for the Griffins. No shots just yet in this opening period of play. We'll see if Hoffman can change that here. Maybe put a ball into the box and find somebody's head. She sends it in, and that's a fantastic punch by Isabella Whitmore for UCCS, who opts just to get that ball out of play, out of danger for the Mountain Lions. But it stays in play. And UCCS will use this as a counter attempt. But Westminster's defense stepping up once more, pushing the ball out of bounds and giving a throw in to the Mountain Lions. UCCS, nice pass through the legs of a Westminster defender before going into the box, but Alex Hoffman with a nice clearance for the Griffins puts the ball out to the UCCS defense. Michaela Merlot with the pass to Fee Steenberg with the cheeky attempt to try to pass it through the legs of Caroline Boyden rather, but Boyden does a fantastic job of getting rid of that ball. Shot attempt by UCCS's Michaela Merlot, but that goes far right, out for a goal kick for Westminster. Brighton Jakeman. Throw in here for the Griffins. Caroline Boyden will take this one. Needing a player to check down to her. That'll be Cassidy Orr, number 10. She opts to dish the ball back to Boyden. Tries to send the ball into an attacker for the Griffins, but no one is there to connect. And UCCS will regain control. Dishes it up the far sideline. A foul called on the Westminster defense. So that'll be a free kick for the Mountain Lions. In striking range for the Mountain Lions. I've seen it happen from farther out here for them, but gotta think it's gonna be a cross here. Put the ball in the box, give someone an attempt in the air, or maybe just a rebound here. Ball in to the box. Oh, fantastic defense by the Griffins. Addison Fulmer saves a goal. Pushes the ball out with a header. It'll be a corner kick for UCCS. Fee Steenberg taking this one with a right foot. Hands up, hands down. Ball is in with an in-swinger. That is a goal. Fantastic play there. What a pass by Fee Steenberg. Let me collect that goal score. I didn't quite see the number as it happened, but what a finish there with the head. Absolute beauty of a finish there. Steenberg takes that corner with an in-swinger, finds the head of, let me collect that. I'll gather that name for you here shortly. Apologies for missing that number. There was a scrum in the box that wasn't quite sure if somebody was going to find the head on there, but fantastic finish nonetheless for the Mountain Lions. And UCCS, the number 24 team in the nation, takes a 1-0 lead in the 21st minute. JB Belzer and his squad will certainly like that halfway through the opening half. And that's got to build some confidence for that Mountain Lions side. I want to say it was Abby Barheit with the goal, but once again, let me confirm that before I make it officially official on the broadcast here. As we wait for that, UCCS takes a throw-in. UN on the side over to Steenberg. Does some fancy footwork, twists around a little bit, but is dispossessed. The ball goes out. That'll be a throw-in for Westminster. Westminster sends it up the right-hand side of their field. That'll go out for a throw-in for the Mountain Lions. Throw-in once again for the Griffins, Westminster. Excuse me, that is a goal for Michaela Merlo. Yeah, I wasn't quite sure that I had the name right on that.
For the Griffins, number 9, Brooke Streeter.
Yeah, fantastic finish by Michaela Merlo for UCCS to put her side up 1-0 as we approach the back half of this opening period. Great cross in by Fee Steenberg on that corner kick. Mountain Lions put the ball back into play with a throw in here. Move the ball back through their defense. Over to Yuen. Brings the ball up the left-hand side, up to Steenberg. See if she can catch this pass before it crosses the goal line, and she is unable to. So that'll go out for a goal kick for Westminster University. Alex Hoffman taking that quickly. Over to Sofia DiGeronimo. Puts the ball up the field. Nice play by Luca Biggs for Westminster, who helps the Griffins put the ball across the field once more. Shot by Westminster. Caroline Boyd, and that's saved though by Isabella Whitmore. And Whitmore puts the ball back into play. Short ball into the UCCS defense as they look to build this attack once more. Mountain Lions toying in the midfield again. Up to Jessica Rockwell, who drops it back. Right touchline for the Mountain Lions now. Take on a defender, 2 defenders, into the box, drop it back. They opt to bring the ball back to the top of the 18, but maintain their position on the right-hand side of the field. a ball into the box is denied by Westminster, and the Griffins will use this as a counter attempt. So they don't have numbers up the field, so they'll pull the ball back and look to maintain that possession and work the ball around a little bit more. Big cross by Luka Biggs is blocked by Abby Barheit. So that'll go out for a Westminster throw-in. Who is unable to connect there, giving possession back to the Mountain Lions. Rockwell to Steenberg. Steenberg to Kinsey. Levi on the ball. Unable to connect on her pass. That's picked up by Boyden from Westminster, who drops it back to Homestead. Homestead dishes it to Olivia Preston, but that goes out for a throw-in for the Mountain Lions.
Checking in for the Griffins, number 30, Kara Dickey. Checking in for the Mountain Lions, number 27, Jaden LaDue.
Couple of subs here, one on each side. Kara Dickey steps into the game for the Griffins, and Jaden LaDue steps in for the Mountain Lions. So a couple more quick changes on both sides. But the Mountain Lions put that ball back into play. Nice pass by Vince. But that'll go out for a throw-in for the Griffins. Luka Biggs on this. Short throw-in. Drops it back to Biggs, who dishes it all the way back to Brighton Jakeman. And the Griffins push the ball into their midfield, build the ball up the left-hand side, Pass over to Cassidy Jackson, but the ball is knocked all the way back to Jakeman in the 18 for the Griffins. And they look to switch it up the other side. Try to pull the Mountain Lions out of position. Throw in now for the Mountain Lions. Push back into the midfield for Jaden LaDue, but she is dispossessed by Kara Dickey. Brooke Streeter on the ball for the Griffins. Over to Caroline Boyden. Olivia Preston. And Dickey attempts to put the ball on the left-hand side, but that goes out for a throw-in for the Mountain Lions. Short throw-in. Quick back into play. And a foul on the Mountain Lions. So that'll be a free kick for the Griffins here in the 29th minute. Hoffman stepping up to take this free kick for the Griffins. Looking to put the ball into the box. Try to level this score for Westminster. Hoffman. Great ball. Does not connect though, and will actually be called, the Griffins will actually be called for an offsides there. It's a free kick for UCCS here. Got away with one there. I say got away with one. Good defense by the Mountain Lions. Whitmore taking this free kick to Merlot. To the far end of the pitch for UCCS. Westminster collapsing in the midfield though. They seem to be figuring out this UCCS side a little bit, maybe getting their bearings. No grab possession of it on the far left side of the field UCCS defense, though, holds strong. Picks up the ball again. That's Jade Kinsey. Back to Whitmore. Kinsey. Fantastic ball down the right-hand side of the field. Great defense, though, by Sophia DiGeronimo, who clears the ball, puts it out of bounds. That'll be a throw-in for UCCS.
Checking in for the Griffins, number 2, Giovanni Salanoa. Checking in for the Mountain Lions, number 10, Sydney Lassiter. And number 26, Reagan Dayer.
Three subs right there, 2 on the Mountain Lions side. Sydney Lassiter enters the game along with Reagan Dare. Shivani Salanoa for Westminster steps into the game. Hoping to get some touches right away. Griffins build the ball into the middle of the field, but bring the ball out to Cassidy Jackson, who maintains the ball on the right-hand side, puts the ball into the box, but a header clearance by UCCS sends it out of bounds for a Westminster throw-in. And we'll have a couple more subs. One more sub, to be specific.
Checking in for the Griffins, number 17, Kim Hendrickson.
Kim Hendrickson enters the game for the Griffins, replacing Caroline Boyden. Ooh, cheeky flip throw in. Puts the ball into the box. Clearance by Whitmore. Punch out. That was a great save, but that was an awesome throw in. Very dangerous when you can utilize that. I never was able to do that myself. I worry to try it now, but that was a fantastic attempt. And when you're able to do that, you're able to widen your range of sending a ball into the box, because that's essentially just a free kick attempt if you're able to put distance on that. So great attempt by Westminster there, but an even better clearance from Isabella Whitmore for UCCS. There appears to be an injury on the play, so we'll stop the clock, take a quick breather here. So Shivani Salanoa injured on the play, stepping off the field. But it'll be a throw-in for the Griffins. Here you see again that front flip throw and dangerous ball into the box for the Griffins. That'll be knocked out by Westminster. That'll be a goal kick for UCCS. That's going to be a problem today for the Mountain Lions defense. But they've done a fantastic job so far of clearing that and getting rid of any trouble there on those long throw-in attempts. UCCS back with the ball, sends the ball up the right-hand side. And once again, Sophia DiGeronimo clearing that one for the Griffins. Missed ball there. Hannah Holmstead looks to send it up the field, but unable to connect with a teammate, which results in a throw-in for the Mountain Lions. Kinsey with the ball in the back line for UCCS. Switches fields. And receives the ball once again. UN. Lassiter to Merlot. Reagan Dare in the box. 2 defenders on her, unable to save the ball. Loses possession there. Westminster dishes it up the field. Fancy footwork by Cassidy Orr. Passes it over to Brooke Streeter. Streeter switches fields. Griffins unable to press before the UCCS defense gets back into position. So they'll bring the ball back to Hannah Homestead. They're right back. Homestead to Orr, who loses the ball there. Sela Freeman for the Mountain Lions. Nice move on the far end of the pitch for UCCS. Kinsey will regain the ball. Look to mount one more attack. And UN just unfortunate pass there. It's like a missed touch. Played it too high, sends it out of bounds. That'll be a throw in for Westminster. Taken by Kim Hendrickson. Hendrickson to Preston. Preston keeps control. Dickey with the ball once more. Looks to be a throw in for the Griffins. Might have gone out of bounds on the far end of the field. So we're in the 36th minute here. Less than 10 minutes in this opening half. UCCS with a 1-0 lead. On a wonderful goal from Michaela Merlot. Excuse me, that's a free kick for Westminster. Ball sent into the box from Hoffman, but Isabella Whitmore closing that one down quickly. Uncontested there, so she's able to catch that one. Put the ball on the turf to Kinsey, who slides it out to the right. Ledoux does her magic. Has someone overlapping. Looks to be Takahashi. But Bryton Jakeman takes that ball. Ends that attack from the Mountain Lions. Pushes her team up the field. Looks to clear it, but straight to a UCCS defender. Reagan Dare. The Mountain Lions immediately lose it, but then regain control again. So UCCS doing a great job of having a defensive shape and a defensive identity. You know, you're going to lose some passes here and there, but they're quick to get back and turn the Griffins around.
Checking in for the
Got
Griffins,
one more sub.
Number 26, Elena Pierce.
Elena
And
Pierce
number
enters the game
44, Emma
for
Whiteley.
Westminster,
Checking in for the Mountain Lions,
along with
number
Emma
3,
Whiteley.
Kelsey Takahashi.
Excuse me, now Kelsey Takahashi enters the game for UCCS. So she'll see the pitch for the first time today. As the ball is sent out for a Westminster throw-in. Short throw. Ball to Cassidy Jackson. Jackson with a defender on her back, plays the ball back. But UCCS defense standing strong. Regains possession, back to Kinsey. UN. Kinsey. Looking to build this attack for the Mountain Lions. Jaden Ledoux with the ball in the box, sends it across, nobody there though. That'll go out for a goal kick for Westminster. Bryden Jakeman will take this one quickly. Short pass to Hannah Homestead, who builds out of the box to Kim Hendrickson. Hendrickson to Dickey. The UCCS standing strong, gaining possession of that middle third again. Before sending the ball all the way back to the back line. Jade Kinsey with the ball now, directing her team. The middle of the field is where a lot of this action has taken place today. Westminster steals the ball back, but is dispossessed by the UCCS defense. So strong play by both sides in the middle of the field. Kim Hendrickson with the ball, but stolen by Reagan Dare, who sends the ball up the field trying to find Jaden Ledoux, but unable to connect there. Ball goes back to Jakeman. In goal for the Griffins. And that'll go out for a UCCS throw-in. Sheila Freeman takes that throw and drops the ball back. Mountain Lions into the box. Jaden Ledoux with a defender on her back. Looking for a foul there is the Mountain Lions team, but not Jaden Ledoux. She steps right back up, jumps back into play, and she wants to find the net. Fortunately, unable to make that happen right there, but strong play by Jaden Ledoux, never giving up on the ball. Not looking for a foul herself. As the Mountain Lions build the ball back out, UN puts the ball into the box, but Jakeman is having none of it. She steps up, collects that, rolls the ball out to Hannah Homestead, who dishes it over to Kim Hendrickson. Back to Homestead. Over to Emma Whiteley, who opts to take the ball up the right-hand side of the field. Dickey. Two defenders on. Nice move by Dickey. Oh, unfortunate misstep there by Emma Whiteley. I'm sure she'll want that one back, but that was some great play by Kara Dickey. Great ball. Throw in for the Mountain Lions, back into the defense. UCCS switches the field. Fancy footwork on the far end. Looking for Ledoux. Trying to catch that ball before it goes out of bounds, but unable to. And that'll be a throw in for the Griffins. And a sub for the Griffins as well.
Checking in for the Griffins, number 2, Shivani Salanoa.
Shivani Salanoa checks back into the game for Westminster. The Griffins will clear that one out, up the field. Strong defense, though, by the Mountain Lions. Jade Kinsey. Merlot. Two defenders on, turned around. UN. Kinsey. Not punished on that bad pass there. UCCS gets the ball back over to UN. Nice defense by Westminster. Hannah Homestead steps up, clears that ball out, but right back to the UCCS attack. UN will look to switch the field, but that's a clearance by Sophia DiGeronimo, who's playing stingy defense on the left-hand side for the Griffins. She said, if you're going to want to find the net, you're going to want to find it on the other side, because it's not happening while she's standing there. UCCS with a cross into the box, but yet again another clearance by Westminster. Back to UCCS. Merlot with the ball now. Yuan. Looking to find Ledoux. And a clearance from Alex Hoffman. Well played by the defender. Kim Hendrickson again. To Kara Dickey. Over to Hannah Homestead. Pushed it into the midfield, but UCCS regains control once more.
One minute remaining.
1 minute left in this opening half.
1 minute remaining.
And the Mountain Lions looking to close it out on a strong point. That wasn't quite it, but they'll close this out. Final 45 seconds. Unfortunate pass there. Gives the ball back to the Griffins. And Yuan regains control over to Kinsey for the Mountain Lions. UCCS will mount one final attack. Ball into the box for Jaden Ledoux, who's got two defenders on her back. Brings the ball back out.
10,
Takahashi
5,
challenges, but
8,
Westminster
7,
withstands.
6,
Clears that ball
5,
out for the final 5 seconds of the
3,
opening half.
2,
Sophia DiGeronimo once more. And that'll do it from this opening half. UCCS finishes the first 45 minutes with 6 shots, but 1 goal, limiting Westminster to 2 shots in the half. That's a 1-0 lead for the Mountain Lions, number 24 ranked Mountain Lions. We will close out this opening half by looking at some of these stats. 5 shots for the Mountain Lions, 3 shots for the Griffins. 3 shots on goal for the Mountain Lions, 3 shots for the Griffins. 3 fouls for UCCS and 2 fouls for Westminster. That'll do it for the opening half. We will take a quick break here, and we will return in about 15 minutes for the final 45 minutes of this match. I will see you on the other side. Thank you.
Picking the right college is key. And with one-on-one attention and hands-on experience, UCCS fuels success.
I wanted more than a degree.
So with innovative courses and affordable tuition,
UCCS fuels success.
Apply today at uccs.edu.
The mountain lion can travel up to 370 miles. Located primarily in North America, these majestic creatures can traverse a large variety of terrain. There are, of course, some natural barriers. UCCS. Find your inner mountain lion.
I really remember that because I was really excited and I was really scared, and it was really hard, saying goodbye to my family, and I think that was really scary for me, never leaving the state, being first generation and stuff. I didn't really know what to expect from my college experience.
The first thing that comes to mind when I think about what surprised me about living on campus is how open everyone was in the first couple of weeks to get to know other people. Me and a couple other people I had met started playing volleyball in just an open field, and then within 20 minutes there were about 30 people in the circle all just hitting a volleyball around, and it's something that just showed me how open people were to meeting new people.
I had never had the opportunity, to ever share a room growing up and stuff, and so it just so happened that me and my roommate got along very, very well, and as well as our other suite mates.
So I'm a resident assistant in Summit Village, and that is essentially a student upperclassman who lives on the floor with the new year freshmen, sometimes upperclassmen, who kind of just guide them through their first year on campus. There are tons of different rooming options here on campus. The first one that we see most commonly is known as Summit Village, and we have privates in a suite, we have private bedrooms, private bathrooms, we have a double in a suite, we have triples in a suite, so there's tons of different options. Definitely when you are coming into college, there's so many different personality types, and so it's really important to find an area within housing that is best for you. So I personally really love having a private bedroom, private bathroom, but then I have some friends who really enjoy being able to have a more social aspect, and so they have a double bedroom with a living room. Different floors have different themes. Let's say you really are enjoying leadership. Well, we have a leadership floor. Let's say you're a criminal justice major or a nursing major. We also have floors for that. Education, once again, my favorite floor because I'm an education major. There's even non-education based ones such as Colorado Living, and they do a lot of things filtered around the community, like going out to garden with the gods and just getting experience about what does it mean to live in Colorado Springs.
For me, when I'm not in class or not studying in the library, I'm usually hanging out with friends in their rooms, watching TV, playing video games, different stuff like that, or we're going off campus, either hiking in the bluffs behind the school or exploring Colorado Springs.
We have 2 dining halls that we're available to us to eat at, and when we go there, they have so many different varieties of food, and you really can just taper it to your diet. So I have residents who are vegan, and they have no trouble finding food on campus. I have people with gluten allergies or who are lactose intolerant, and they have the availability to go to the dining hall and eat whatever they want because they are accommodated there. But then there's people like me who literally want cookies every single meal and can get them, along with french fries and pizza and pasta. So there's just always different options every time of the day.
In the dining halls, there's different sections that are in each of them, both at the lodge and over at the Roaring Fork. And no matter what you're feeling, depending on any time of day, there's going to be options there.
I think a lot of people think on-campus living, is supposed to be super studious, super, serious, but I think it can be a lot of fun when you make it that way.
I've met some of my closest friends from just living on the same floor.
The one thing about living on campus is that chances of you getting involved in something tend to be spontaneous. They're not always structured. So you meet people that you normally wouldn't talk to or you normally wouldn't have classes with, and you'll have that opportunity just to study together, go out to eat together. So it's just kind of limitless.
I wanted more than a degree. So with innovative courses and affordable tuition, UCCS fuels success.
Apply today at uccs.edu.
The mountain lion is one of the strongest members of the feline family. The average mountain lion lives 5 times a day and consumes up to 3 times its weight in protein. It shares many characteristics with its domestic counterparts, the good and the bad. UCCS. Find your inner mountain lion.
Well, welcome back to Mountain Lions Stadium here on the campus of UCCS in Colorado Springs. We are about underway with this final 45 minutes in this strong matchup between number 24 University of Colorado, Colorado Springs, and Westminster University. Mountain Lions captured a 1-0 lead in that opening half off of some strong play from Fee Steenberg and Michaela Merlot. Michaela Merlot finished the shot on a corner kick from Fee Steenberg. But a lot of players saw minutes on both sides for each squad. So we had 19 players see the field for Westminster and 17 players see the field for UCCS. 4 starters for Westminster stayed on the field for the whole match, or for the whole half rather, compared to 5 on the UCCS side. 3 saves by Isabella Whitmore for UCCS compared to 2 saves for Brighton Jakeman of Westminster. UCCS really did a strong job of attacking that half. They had 5 shots, 3 on goal, 1 of them finding the net. But Westminster, although they were kept off of the score sheet in that first half, all 3 of their shots were put on frame. So down but not out heading into the second period. UCCS looks to maintain this 1-0 lead and possibly even build upon it. But Westminster is looking to hop in the scoring column in this second half as we ready for this final 45 minutes of action. Westminster breaks their huddle, takes the pitch, and they will have the kickoff for the second half. As we get underway here shortly. And that is the whistle from the referee. Kickoff for Westminster. Sends it back to Hoffman. Hoffman up the field. And looking in some of the stats for the opening half, some of the possession time, most of the play was put in the middle of the field. As you see a cross by Westminster, finds the head of Luca Biggs for Westminster, but that goes just wide, just high. And that'll be a goal kick for UCCS. Isabella Whitmore, short kick to Jade Kinsey. But as I said, a lot of possession in the middle of the field. So Westminster played 45% of that opening half in the middle of the field, on the defensive side of the middle of the field, 40% on the attacking side of the middle of the field, but just 7% in the attacking third, 8% in their own defensive third. UCCS played 13% of that opening period in the attacking third, so they're pressing more in that opening period, but let's see if they can maintain that throughout this second half. Westminster wasting no time. Second attack of the half. Ball sent into the box, but cleared by Jade Kinsey. Cassidy Orr pressuring, and a shot by Madison Irvine, who steps onto the field, is blocked by UCCS's defense and sent up the pitch to be collected by the Westminster defense, Alex Hoffman specifically. So Sophia DiGeronimo with the ball now, plays the ball through, but that's picked up by UCCS's Kia Lunt. Jaden Ledoux picks the ball back up, steals it from Westminster, sends the ball back. Over to Michaela Merlot now in the middle of the field. Dodges a defender, dodges again. Over to the right side to Abby Barheit, who looks to save that ball before going out of bounds, but tosses it back for a cross that is unsuccessful for the Mountain Lions. So Westminster picks that ball back up but loses it right away. And UCCS will gain control once more. and drop that ball all the way back to Jade Kinsey, the center back position. Good play in the midfield by the Mountain Lions. Over to Barheit, saves the ball, dodges the defender, cuts back in, finds the feet of Taylon Levi, who crosses the field and maintains possession for the Mountain Lions. Good clearance though by Westminster, but sent it right back to UCCS's Taylon Levi. So Mountain Lions gain control once more. Kia Lunt picked off by Luca Biggs, but unable to find the feet of Cassidy Orr, and UCCS once again with possession. Sophia DiGeronimo from the left side for the Westminster defense gives the ball up, and UCCS back again in control. Emily Aguilar plays the ball up the left-hand side of the field. Fee Steenberg on the ball now, drops it back. Ball goes into the box, but out for a goal kick for Westminster. So Brighton Jakeman will collect that one, instruct her team, place the ball in the center of the box. Short pass over to Alex Hoffman, who pushes the ball up the field, but no Westminster player in sight. So just another clearance by UCCS's defense. Levi with the ball now. Looks for Steenberg, but unable to find her feet. That'll go out, but not before it's deflected by Westminster. So that'll be a throw in for UCCS. Steenberg with this throw in. Short ball. Can hear the calls for Aguilar to find Merlot. The Mountain Lions opt to just drop it all the way back to Jade Kinsey, who finds Kia Lunt. Abby Barheit saves the ball from going out of bounds, but picked off by Westminster. Westminster up the left-hand side to Luca Biggs. Between the legs of Abby Barheit, maintains possession for the Griffins. Shivani Salanoa unable to finish the attack for Westminster before Isabella Whitmore collects that ball for the Mountain Lions, rolls it off to Steenberg. Steenberg pulls it back to Michaela Merlot. Just an unfortunate pass there by Levi. Sends the ball out of bounds for a throw-in for the Griffins. DiGeronimo will take this one. Finds Cassidy Orr, who drops it back to DiGeronimo. Travels through three defenders. Great footwork by DiGeronimo, but dispossessed there. And the ball gets knocked back to Isabella Whitmore, who sends the ball out to the left-hand side. Aguilar sends it back. Merlot. Steenberg. Aguilar on the ball in the middle of the field. Has three defenders in front of her. Out to Barheit on the right-hand side, who takes her defender on. Nice step over. More fancy footwork here. Cross into the box, shot rather, and that's pushed wide. Well, it looked to be pushed wide, but it looks like it's actually just going to be called a shot that's wide. So that'll be a goal kick for Westminster. Brighton Jakeman takes that quickly. Cassidy Orr in the midfield with nobody around her, steps up to a defender from UCCS, dishes the ball out to the right-hand side. Westminster crosses, shot, blocked by UCCS. Ball bounces around just a couple times. Somewhat calm though by the UCCS defense. The ball was in their box, but they're just kind of pinging it around. So a lot of confidence in this second half. Barheit steps up to the ball now. Takes her defender on. Hoffman sends the ball up to Orr. Orr looks to the right-hand side of the field. But the Griffins lose that ball. It'll be a throw-in for UCCS. Steenberg opts to take it, but drops the ball. Allow her teammate to take that throw-in. And Jaden Ledoux tries to turn a corner, but Westminster's Hannah Homestead having none of it. Kicks the ball out. That'll be a throw-in. Steenberg on this throw-in here to Aguilar. Steenberg drops it back once more, all the way back. Nice switch of fields. Well, I say that, but Westminster steps through, steals that ball. Cassidy Orr in the midfield with the defender on her back, drops it back to Kara Dickey, who once again drops it back to Alex Hoffman. Plays in the midfield for the Griffins, but Cassidy Orr is dispossessed here by Taylor Levi, who pushes the ball up the pitch to Sydney Lassiter. Lassiter with a cross in, but unfortunately unable to make that cross before it goes out of bounds. So that'll be a goal kick, for Westminster. Caroline Boyden checks into the match for the Griffins. Westminster stays on the right-hand side of the field, finds the feet of Cassidy Orr, who takes her defender on. Ball goes out from the feet of UCCS, so that'll be a throw-in for Westminster. Madison Irvine, unable to make something happen for the Griffins. Touches the ball out of bounds, so that'll be a throw-in for UCCS. UCCS brings the ball across their defense. Kinsey takes a couple touches, pushes the ball into the midfield. Jaden Ledoux drops back to Taylor Levi. Levi to Merlot. Levi again. Pushes the ball up the field, but Westminster clears that of any trouble. Westminster looking for the feet of Cassidy Orr on the attack here. Unable to find him on that possession. So UCCS gains control once more, pushes the ball up the field, but unable to make something happen before Brighton Jakeman clears it out for the Griffins. She finds Cassidy Orr, who works with Caroline Boyden, but fortunately just unable to connect there as Isabella Whitmore collects that ball, dishes it out to Kia Lunt. Barheit back to Lunt. To Levi in the midfield. Levi has a couple touches and some space. Looks for the feet of Sydney Lassiter, but plays the ball just behind her. And that'll go out for a goal kick for Westminster. Brighton Jakeman once again.
Checking in for the Griffins, number 3, Chloe Pickett.
Chloe Pickett enters the game for Westminster, along with Emma Geiges. Griffins put the ball back into play. And Sophia DiGeronimo looks upfield, pushes it into the center of the field, but no Westminster attackers there. Isabella Whitmore collects that, picks it up, dishes over to Levi. Levi to Barheit on the right side. Barheit to Ladeau, but she is going to be called offsides there. So strong play building out of the back for the Mountain Lions, but unfortunately unable to finish there and put Ladeau into a play to finish one-on-one with the keeper. So offsides called on the Mountain Lions. Hoffman will take that free kick. Finds the head of Emma Geiges. She is unable to maintain control. Kia Lunt now with two defenders pressing her. Dishes over to Merlot, who does well to get out of that trouble. She had a defender on her back, spun her around, and then found her left side defender. But Westminster pressing hard here. Gains control again. Hard-fought battles in the middle of the field here today. Certainly for that opening 45 minutes, but definitely for this opening 15 minutes of this second half.
Checking in for the Mountain Lions, number 13, Jessica Rockwell. And number 23, Cece Garcia.
So Jessica Rockwell and Cece Garcia stepping into the game for the Mountain Lions. Bringing some fresh legs, some fresh perspective on this match. So the Mountain Lions have mounted 7 shooting attempts so far today. Connected on 1. Ball goes back to Kinsey. Lunt, back to Kinsey. Nice footwork by Kinsey. Shakes Chloe Pickett. Find her midfielder Merlot. Kicks it over to the left-hand side. Well defended by Westminster. That'll go out for a corner kick for UCCS. Number 10, Sydney Lassiter, stepping over this corner kick. Arms up, arms down. Slide pause. But the ball is in swinger. Oh, what an attempt there. Nice little flick. Almost found the net, but Sophia DiGeronimo for Westminster steps up, clears that of any trouble, and keeps this score at 1-0. That was well played by the Mountain Lions there. And they'll regain control here, really pressing up that left-hand side of the field. They feel very comfortable on that side and have been able to build an attack there all day long. So Brighton Jakeman takes that goal kick. Griffins still up the right-hand side of the field. But lose that touch. That'll be a throw-in for UCCS. Referee says no more of that on the UCCS sideline. Mountain Lions gain control once more in the midfield. Barheit on the right side. But cleared by Hoffman once more. She's played very strongly on that back line for the Griffins. Westminster chasing the ball here in the middle of the field by the UCCS back line. That back line has been very strong today. They're very comfortable with their feet. But Westminster gains control before losing it once more in the midfield for UCCS. Lunt to Barheit. Barheit to Aguilar. Aguilar to CC Garcia, who steps up to her defender, takes her on, looks for a step over. Strong play by Hoffman once more, though. Stood CC Garcia up and forced her to kick the ball out of bounds, forcing a goal kick for Westminster. So once again, strong play by the Griffins on the back line. Levi with the ball now, takes on a defender. Looks for Barheit, but dispossessed there on the left-hand side. Griffins mounting an attack here. Chloe Pickett stands tall, gains possession back for the Griffins, who dished it out to the right side, but nobody there to receive that ball. That'll be a throw-in for the Mountain Lions. UCCS takes this again, Kinsey. Looking for her next pass, Aguilar. To Lunt, back to Kinsey. Merlot in the midfield now for UCCS. And up the left touchline, but unable to connect. That'll be a throw-in for Westminster, and a sub for Westminster as well.
For the Griffins, number 4, Cassidy Jackson.
Luca Biggs leaves the game. Cassidy Jackson, number 4, steps onto the pitch for Westminster. And Westminster will take that throw-in. Griffins back line, Hoffman. DiGeronimo. DiGeronimo very comfortable on her feet, or with her feet rather. She is not afraid to attack and enter that attacking third. Jackson pushes the ball onto the other side of the field. Boyden with a shot in. Saved by Isabella Whitmore, clears out of any trouble. It's dangerous play. I say dangerous play, it was a dangerous attack by the Griffins. Cassidy Jackson was right there, had Whitmore not been so quick on her feet. But Whitmore has done a fantastic job in the net today for the number 24 Mountain Lions. Clears that of any trouble and allows the UCCS attack to build once more. Brighton Jakeman picks that ball up to Hoffman. DiGeronimo to Kara Dickey, who sends the ball up the field but unable to find somebody once more. UCCS will collect that and gain possession once more. Aguilar to Merlot. And the Griffins build again in the midfield. Send this one out to Cassidy Jackson, who takes on her defender, sidesteps once, pass into the midfield, but unable to find the feet of Caroline Boyden. UCCS picks that up, dishes it out to Abby Barheit. On the right side, she's got space. DiGeronimo in front of her. Lobbies to drop that ball back to Taylor Levi, who switches fields. And once again, UCCS attacking from that left-hand side. They're finding spaces and they're finding angles there. They just have not been able to finish so far. So well played by the Westminster defense. Brighton Jakeman picks that up, tosses it out to Sophia DiGeronimo, who finds the feet of Emma Geigas. But UCCS steals it once more. all the way back to Isabella Whitmore. Kinsey. Good defense by Westminster, forces a throw in after kicking the ball out by UCCS. So throw in Westminster. It's Emma Geiges on the ball, crosses it out. Oh, just misses. Cassidy Jackson almost found the net. She was trailing the play. Emily Geiges in the box, cross it in, splits two defenders, finds the feet of Cassidy Jackson, but just left of the net. And that was a great attempt by Westminster, but unfortunate there, but they'll keep pressing. Goal kick now for UCCS, but a couple of subs entering the match for Westminster.
Checking in for the Griffins, number 9, Brooke Streeter.
Brooke Streeter enters the game alongside Cassidy Orr.
Checking in for the Mountain Lions, number 14, Sella Freeman. Number 16, Anna Vince.
Well, Sella Freeman will enter the game for UCCS. Nanea Wong Yuen. And Anna Vince enters the game for UCCS. So goal kick by UCCS. But Westminster picks that one up, stops that attack quickly. Westminster throw in. Hannah Homestead, but that goes directly out. It goes into the field of play and right out to the field, or right out of the field of play. Referee will stop the clock here in the 70th minute, have some words with the Westminster sideline. Before we jump back into play with a UCCS throw in. So the Mountain Lions working up this left touchline once more. Cassidy Orr takes control in the middle of the field. Tries to find the feet of Olivia Preston, but unable to. Mountain Lions gain control again. Over to Abby Barheit on the right side. Cece Garcia back to Barheit, takes her defender on, cuts back to the left. Into the middle of the field to Merlot. Shot, Merlot just wide though. She had the space. It was a great possession by the Mountain Lions. Looking to dissect this Griffins defense. And Merlot, from the right-hand side of the field, tries to cross the goal just wide left. So that'll be a goal kick for Westminster, puts us back into play. And now we have a throw in by Sophia DiGeronimo for Westminster. Mountain Lions take control once more. Barheit with the space. To Anna Vince. Brings the ball back to Merlot. Nice touch. Barheit shakes her defender. Left. Puts the ball into the box. But that's brought back out. Levi on the ball. With a cross and a header out by the Westminster defense. Nice clearance there. But straight to the feet of Abby Barheit once more. So she is attacking there. So you see the captain's armband. She looks to put the ball into play in the middle of the field, but no Mountain Lions there to receive that. And Westminster will go on the attack now. Cassidy Jackson, one defender in front of her. Dishes it out to Chloe Pickett. Chloe Pickett takes her defender on. Back into the midfield. It's stolen by the Mountain Lions once more. Sydney Lassiter takes that one, finds the feet of Abby Barheit, who has plenty of space, 3 defenders in front of her, but just one attacker with her. Lassiter again, crosses, but nothing doing there. Brighton Jakeman collects that one easy. Steps up to the top of the 18 for the Griffins. Clears her team out. Finds the head of Cassidy Orr. But unable to maintain possession there for the Griffins. Ooh. Tough clearance there. As a player goes down, clock will stop in the 74th minute. That was a tough play there. Clearance by the Westminster defense, just unfortunately hit one of the UCCS players on the head as she was running by. She seems to be a little shaken up there. Both sides will grab some water as we attend to this player. Take a few moments here. UCCS with the 1-0 lead, entering the 74th minute of play. Strong play by both sides today. Very midfield game. Jealous of that dog. I think you heard me talking about him. Well, while we are in a quick intermission, we'll look at some of the stats heading into this game today. Emily Aguilar leads the Mountain Lions with 5 goals this season. So over 14 matches, she's had 5 goals. It's 12 points because in addition to her 5 goals, she had 2 assists heading into today. Michaela Merlot actually tied that, though, with her goal today. So 5 goals from Merlot on the season for the Mountain Lions. But on the other side of the field, Cassidy Orr has been red hot for the Griffins of Westminster. She has 6 goals heading into today, so she has certainly had some opportunity to build on that. She has pressed well for the Griffins, but has not been able to convert that into goals just yet. 16 minutes left to play here. This looks serious. Both teams clearing the field now. Mountain Lions athletic training staff is quick to answer the call here, and we are very fortunate to have them here. We are very, very thankful for the attendance of our athletic trainers today. They are certainly the first ones on the call for this dire situation here. But we'll toss it to a quick break now and return once action begins, and we'll keep monitoring this situation. So we'll be right back. Well, welcome back to Mountain Lions Stadium. We are unfortunately dealing with a tough situation. Number 10, Sydney Lassiter for UCCS has been injured. The ambulance has been called, and she is being taken to the hospital right now. Certainly our thoughts are with her and her family right now. But just to update the situation and the status on the field, she is being carried to the ambulance on a stretcher and will be taken to the hospital. So once again, cannot say how much we appreciate our athletic trainers here in the Armac and just in general. Always the first to attend the scene and make sure all of our student athletes are receiving the care that they need, and certainly an unfortunate situation. So once again, our thoughts are with Sydney Lassiter and her family right now. Well, welcome back to Mountain Lions Stadium. Just to update the situation once more, Sydney Lassiter was injured on a play and was attended to by some first responders, and she will now be heading to the hospital. So we're very, very thankful for our athletic training staff out here at UCCS, all of the administrators out here who were very, very quick to attend to the situation, and of course the first responders that were quick to the scene here. We're very, very appreciative of them. So we look to return back to play now. We are entering the 74th minute of play. Center official will drop the ball for UCCS. And then we are back into action. So Mountain Lions maintain possession here. Continue up that left-hand side, though. They've had a lot of success there so far today, but not afraid to pull the ball back as well. Play through their defenders, build an attack, and they've been attacking in waves. They rely heavily on Jade Kinsey, who has the ball now. She dishes the ball out to Freeman, back to Kinsey. And Merlot now with the ball. Pushes the ball up the field. To Anna Vince. Anna Vince out to the right side to the Barhite, to Abby Barhite, excuse me. Levi now shakes her defender, pushes the ball up the right. Barhite unable to get to it though. Westminster's defense holds strong once more. Clears it up the field to Cassidy Orr in the midfield now. Takes a look left, look right. Brings the ball back to Hoffman, Alex Hoffman. Sophia DiGeronimo dishes the ball up the field, but no one there to receive it. Isabella Whitmore collects that pass. Changes play over to Jade Kinsey. And UN puts the ball up the field. UCCS still in control of this game in the midfield. Ball goes out to Abby Barhite on the right-hand side, who cuts into the middle of the field, looks to get past her defender, but passes to Merlot. UN. Great play by the Westminster defense again. They put the ball up the field to Chloe Pickett, who holds possession, but touches the ball out of bounds for a UCCS throw-in. So the Mountain Lions maintain a 1-0 lead entering the 76th minute. 8 shots today for the Mountain Lions, 5 shots for the Griffins. Just less than 15 minutes left to play. The Mountain Lions stay on the left side. Bring the ball back into the middle. Barhite with the ball now. Over to Jessica Rockwell. Back to Barhite. Into the middle of the field to Merlot. Puts the ball into the box, but once again, Westminster defense holds strong. Dangerous ball across the defensive third for the Griffins. That's picked off by the Mountain Lions. Rockwell again. Kara Dickey drops the ball back to Kristen Kirkham, who dishes over to Alex Hoffman, who plays once more to Sophia DiGeronimo on the left side. DiGeronimo shakes her defender. 3 in front of her, 4, excuse me. She's ready to take on the world. Tries to get through her 4 defenders, but UCCS holds strong, pushes the ball up the field. After clearing it to CC Garcia, who takes her defender on. Shot, and that's deflected by the Westminster defense. UCCS maintains control here though. Barhite with the ball now. Over to Levi. Up to CC Garcia. Barhite again. Garcia once more. She wants to find that cross in, but she'll settle for a ball on the ground. Shot by Abby Barhite. And that'll go wide left. Great shot though.
Number 13, Olivia Preston, and number 29, Luca Biggs. Checking in for the Mountain Lions, number 6, Sophie Steinberg.
So 4 subs just there. 3 on the Westminster side. Shivani Salanoa checks back into the game. Olivia Preston as well, number 13. And Luca Biggs steps back into the game. On the Mountain Lions side, Fee Steinberg jumps into the game. Provides some fresh legs after catching a breather. Sophia DiGeronimo with the ball for Westminster, dispossessed in the middle of the field. Mountain Lions clear it, but Alex Hoffman clears it once more for Westminster. And Abby Barhyde is just relentless. She takes the ball back for UCCS. Levi to Barhyde. To Freeman, who switches the field. To Merlot, shakes 2 defenders, brings the ball back to the right-hand side. Westminster will be assessed with a foul right there, which will provide a free kick for the Mountain Lions to be taken by Freeman. Freeman puts it into play to Kinsey. To UN. Over to Steinberg. Back to UN. Great play by the Westminster defense there. Steal the rock back, bring it across the field. To put Salanoa into play, but UCCS stands firm. Cleared of any trouble there and pushed back into the Westminster defensive third. That'll go all the way back for a goal kick. So Brighton Jakeman here will take this ball for a goal kick. Less than 10 minutes to play here at Mountain Lion Stadium. Barhyde steals this one. Jumps back into the attacking third for the Mountain Lions. That ball is brought back to Levi, who switches fields to UN and dishes the rock to Kinsey. Kinsey calm and complacent here. Ready to let this game ride out on its own. She takes the ball once more. Nice move by Jade Kinsey, center back for UCCS. UN with space now, back to Kinsey. Kinsey pushes the ball up the field to Anna Vince, who fouls a Westminster player, allowing a free kick for the Griffins in the middle of the field. Alex Hoffman will take this. And look to drop this pass into the box. Hopefully get the Griffins on the board if you're a Westminster fan. But unfortunately unable to find a teammate here. That ball will go out for a goal kick. For UCCS, Isabella Whitmore will take this. Whitmore has been very consistent today. Hasn't been pressed a ton, but has come up big whenever she needed to. So she'll move her team up the field and look to clear this ball out. DiGeronimo takes that. But Barhyde steals it once more for UCCS. Freeman with the ball, time at her feet. Over to Barhyde. Barhyde all the way back to Jade Kinsey, who passes over to UN. Levi with a defender on her and Cassidy Orr. She'll drop the ball back to Freeman. Mountain Lions playing very, very deep in their own defensive third, but are being pressed high. Cassidy Jackson almost got her one. UCCS comfortable playing on their defensive line's feet, but Westminster needs this goal here to level the game, and they're doing everything they can to get there. Cassidy Jackson will take this throw in for Westminster now. She takes quite a few steps back. See if we can see a tricky throw. Nice. That'll go into the box. Cleared by UCCS. But Westminster gains the ball right back. Hannah Homestead dishes out to the right-hand side. DiGeronimo now enters the box. Crosses, nothing. Clearance by UCCS. Great play by the UCCS defense, but Westminster pressing hard now in this final 6 minutes of play. Freeman finds Barheit, back to Freeman, who switches the field. Kinsey up to Merlot, who has space, keeps the ball in the center of the field, but dispossessed by Westminster's defense. Hoffman over to DiGeronimo. DiGeronimo finds the feet of Orr. What a pass by Olivia Preston to Shivani Salanoa. Forcing a throw in. Could have been a corner kick, but pushed out on the touchline here. So it'll be a throw in for Westminster. Cassidy Jackson here. See another blip throw in. It's a dangerous play. Cassidy Orr sits inside the 6, looking to finish this, but a clearance by UCCS's defense. Abby Barheit looks to save it, but unable to. So one more Westminster throw in. Cassidy Jackson again. Ball into the box, high, but defended well by UCCS. Jackson looking for Orr, but unable to find her. Jessica Rockwell takes the ball for UCCS. Dishes over to Takahashi. Steinberg takes her defenders on, but defended well once again by Hannah Homestead. Kicks the ball out on the touchline, so it'll be a throw in for UCCS. Ball is now in play. And the Mountain Lions opt to just bring it back, start their attack over. UCCS in no hurry to press here. They'll take a goal when they can, but have no issues maintaining this 1-0 lead, as 3 points is 3 points. The Mountain Lions stay on that left side, but bring it back into the midfield. Pushing the ball up towards the side of the box, excuse me. But will be called for an offside. So Westminster regains possession here. Free kick to be taken by Alex Hoffman. And sent long up the field, but that'll go straight out of bounds for a UCCS throw-in. Mountain Lions maintain control here. Left-hand side, Steinberg. To Takahashi. Takahashi switches to Barheit. Barheit comfortable just slowing the pace of this game down. Puts it back into the midfield. Takahashi now takes her defender on, fakes a pass, pushes it into the middle of the field. But cleared once more by Westminster's defense. That'll be a throw in for the Mountain Lions now. Less than 2 minutes to play here. Griffins will need to push the pace now. But the Mountain Lions comfortable swinging the ball through their defense to keep control here. And doing a great job of possessing the ball and making the Griffins chase them. Ball once again on the left-hand side. Dancing around. Merlot now.
1 minute remaining in the game.
Feeds it back to UN.
1 minute remaining.
As we have less than a minute to play, big switch of field. Kinsey with nothing but space in front of her. To Sela Freeman. Cross the field once more. 30 seconds to play now. Shot by the Mountain Lions Steenberg, but that'll go wide. So goal kick for the Griffins to be taken by Alex Hoffman. And they're going to need to push this up the field as much as they can to level this match. 10 seconds to play. Westminster pushing up the middle of the field, but cleared by Michaela Merlot. And that is going to do it today. UCCS. UCCS will maintain that 1-0 lead that they captured in the opening half, and that will close us out. So 3 points for the Mountain Lions, much needed, as there is a jumble for second place in the Armac standings, but fantastic play by both sides today. UCCS did a great job of maintaining possession throughout, played through the midfield, used their back line, but were comfortable playing in their defensive third and playing their way out of dangerous situations. Westminster, though, pressed hard, lots and lots of attacks, lots of possession. Sophia DiGeronimo, obviously fantastic job for the Griffins, but it's the Mountain Lions that come away with 3 points and the 1-0 victory. So congratulations to both teams. I want to thank you for joining us today. And as we mentioned earlier, we just keep Sydney Laster and her family in our thoughts and prayers today. So hopeful in that situation there. But once again, thank you so much for joining us to cap it off. 1-0 win by UCCS here at Mountain Lion Stadium in Colorado Springs. Thank you for joining us.